All right, my wee darlings. This is Mrs. Helbling, and we are talking right now about how to do this digital dodecahedron value study. So on our week 6 slides, on slide 15, you will see an example of the slide that you'll click into, and on slide 16, you'll click this value study, and when you click the link, it's going to ask you if you would like to make a copy. You're going to say, yes, I do want to make a copy. Thank you for asking. At the top, it'll say copy of value study activity slide. What you're going to do is you're going to erase this copy of, and you are going to put your name. Very important. So next thing you're going to do is you will see that there's an example here at the bottom of a shaded dodecahedron. You'll also notice that there is an arrow here at the right. So for this example, you're going to use your arrow on your big dodecahedron, but if I were to use it on the little one, I can use this little circle here to change the direction of my arrow, and I'm going to point at the light source. We practiced this in class, identifying where the light source is from, and we know it because it's closest to the highlights. Then we have the midtones, and it's farthest away from the shadows. So if I were doing this example, this is where I would point my arrow. But you're going to take your arrow and you're going to point it anywhere you want with this dodecahedron. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to curve my arrow so it's pointing here because I want my light source to be coming from this area. So you will notice that every shape, every section is its own shape on this dodecahedron. Please be careful not to move them. If you accidentally move it over, whoops, you can just say Control Z and make it go back. You want to keep them where they're supposed to be. So right now, all of my shapes within my form are kind of this lighter gray. I want to take the one closest to my light source, and I am going to use the fill color to make that white. That's my highlight. So next I have this light gray here. I'm going to leave that, and then I'm going to make the ones that are a little farther away just a little bit darker gray. Then the ones that are a little bit further, I'm going to make those even a little bit darker. A little darker. A little darker. And then this is going to be the farthest away from my light source with the most shadow, so I'm going to make that one black. Now I've created a shaded three-dimensional looking dodecahedron with using a variety of shades. If you want to try this again with color, let's say I want to keep that one white, but then I want to make these all red, you'll notice in this they're already red. Or like they're not already red. They are already red. They're already in a light to dark value scale within this. If you want to go even crazier, what you might play with is gradients. So we have this gradient tool here. And if you do custom, you can angle it so that this is a black and this is lighter. And I think you can even change the direction. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, just play with this. I think, there we go. So then that, if I put that in there, you'll see it'll gradiate even more. So that's just something you can play with. Great job on this. Make sure that you then press share, type in my name, this one right here, press send. Then you also want to come down here and say copy link, and make sure you put that link into Canvas so that I can grade it and make sure that I'm able to view it. All right, everybody, great job.